Hey guys, so I'm really excited to do this video. It's basically going to be a 2016 summary, just like how the year went for me. First I better explain it a little bit, but I think what I've got in my lap is a jar filled with this paper, and it's basically my happy jar. I started doing this in about halfway through 2015 because 2015 wasn't a good year for me, and I wanted to try and remember the positive things that happened. So I started doing that. It worked so well for me in 2015. Like, I'd write everything on a bit of paper, at the end of the year I reviewed it, and then I put them into the correct scrapbook so I could remember them. And yeah, so I thought I'd do it for 2016, and since the year's now over, it's time for me to renew it. Better to give you an idea of how 2016 went for me. It started off horrendous and it ended on a quite positive note, really. From about January to May time, it was horrible. I got put back on my antidepressants. I was having panic attacks again. It got to the stage where I'd given up and I just could not think of any way it could get better. I did not think it would get better. I thought that was it, I'm done. It's time, I need to stop, I need to end it, kind of thing. It got so bad I just couldn't. But then from June to the end of the year, it picked up. Like, I got happier, I stopped having my panic attacks. My doctor took me off of antidepressants because he thought, well, I'm a lot better, I've approved, so he wanted to take me off them. Because I was happy, mine and David's relationship approved, my relationship with my family approved. Everything just got better, which is always a good thing. However, sitting here now trying to think back about 2016, the negative stuff are mainly coming into my mind now, the positive stuff, and that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to sit back and think, oh my god, that year was horrendous, because it wasn't. Obviously it wasn't. There were positive things in there, but all I can think about is the bad stuff, like having to put my dog down. So hopefully reading some of these to you guys will show you that actually the year was quite positive and good, and maybe it'll give you an idea to do this as well, because I think it really does help. In my jar, it's going to be a mixture of stuff. It's just things that make me smile, so it could be something as simple as I've completed a book, or it could be just someone that complimented me or something. So who knows? I've tried to mix it up so I get a mixture. I'll only read a couple to you guys because I don't want this video to be too long, but I did just want to share it all to you. So I'm going to pick up the first one, and there you go. It's from November and saying I finished reading Christmas Carol. So finishing a book made me happy. We got this one here, which is from March, and it's that two guys at work complimented me and said I looked pretty. See, a compliment can make anyone's day, and because that was around the time as well where I was in a terrible mood. I think most of those few months I weren't even smiling, and everyone was saying, you could clearly tell I was not in a good mood. And then these two guys came along, complimented me, said I looked pretty, and I'm pretty sure, from what I can remember, I did have a smile on my face for the rest of the day. We've got one from January, which is David and I had an evening together without any mobile phones. We played Nerf darts, had a pillow fight and cuddled up on the sofa to watch Batman. We both relaxed and enjoyed ourselves. Definitely something I do recommend to still do, like for you to do if you're in a relationship even now, even if there's nothing wrong with you. Like if just sometimes you need a break from TV, like a break from technology. Turn your phones off, get away from social media, and just spend time with your other half, because it makes you feel so much refreshed. Have fun, and just having fun with your other half reminds you of why you love each other, really. And it's just something you need to do. You both need to relax at the same time sometimes. Like, I don't know how to say it. It's nice, and I'm gonna try and get me and David to have another day like that, because I don't really see him much anymore because of our work hours. He works the evenings mainly, and I'm working in the daytime, so we're not really seeing much anymore. So it'll be nice to have a day where it's just us two, or even an evening, and just for us to mess around and be silly, really. What this blue one is. In February, we went to Poland for a couple of days, and it was very interesting. Again, that was around the time when I wasn't in the best of mood, so I do think, from what I can remember, I was in a bit of a mood now and then, but I did enjoy the trips. I found it all very interesting and very educational, and I think it was just every now and then my mood, like the depression that hit and came full blown, and I was a bit sourpuss kind of thing. But it was a good holiday. It was interesting, and I definitely needed that break. I had to get away from reality for a bit. We've got one from March again, which is I got a merit for my first assignment in my project management course. I have actually completed that now. I got the certificate last year, so I managed to do it in a good few months. And yeah, first assignment I got a merit, and then I'm pretty sure in here there's probably a few more. For that course, I managed to get my first distinction. I think overall I got 3 merits and 3 distinctions, which is pretty cool. So that still makes me happy. I'm trying to find ones which aren't like. Let's try and find some of them throughout the year's ones. Not the years, but you know, throughout the year. That's another book one. In May, I finished reading Alice in Wonderland. Oh, this one's a good one. In August, there's a video out for this already. In August, me and David went bungee jumping and we raised about £180 for Duke of Edinburgh, which I think is pretty cool. Bungee jumping was an amazing experience. It was so much fun. I definitely want to do it again. And the fact that we raised some money for a really good cause is also really awesome. So it makes you smile. Doing something for charity makes you smile. This one as well, and then I'm going to do one more I think and then end it. This one's from February as well, and it's that Becky passed her maths and English test, so she is going to be going back to university to become a teacher. Proud sister moment. My sister was very nervous about these 2 tests. She's not the best in maths, and she studied a lot for it, and she was so happy to pass, and I'm so happy for her that she passed. She's now done her first term as at university for being her teacher. She's got 2 more terms to go, and then by September this year, September 2017, she will be a fully qualified teacher, which is really amazing because it's something she was born to do. She is a brilliant teacher. The kids all love her. And she's very passionate about it, which I'm really happy, and I'm so proud of her for following her goal, and the fact that she's now going to be graduating for the 2nd time, which is awesome. I cannot wait for it, and I hope I am not on holiday when she graduates. So let's do one more. Let's try and mix this up a bit. As you can tell, they're like, this might be a cool, this one. Let's go for this one. It's rainbowed. Okay, so this is March. One of the Shy Rainbows from my Girl Garden group took part in the activities and spoke without any encouragement. Now, I can actually remember this. I was so happy with her. I had a rainbow in my group who was very shy. She would not talk unless you kind of pushed her to do it. She would not do any of the activities, really. She just wanted to stand in the corner and colour or just keep to herself. And I can't actually remember what we were doing in that activity, but I can remember that she ran into it to do it properly. She got into it, she helped the other girls. She was talking away, and it was just like my heart swelled seeing her come out of the shell and actually get involved, and now every Rainbows meeting she is involved in the activities, and that makes me super happy. So yeah, so as you can tell though, if I just tip this out to the side, I have loads, like there's tons in there, and just reading them out and reminding them, like saying them, is reminding me just how things are, and it can be so little. So something as little as getting complimented from someone work, from reading a book that I've meant to be reading. It took me a while to read, going on holiday, seeing someone that I love accomplish something, raising money for charity. Just little things can make your year, and when you look back on them, like when I'm going to be sorting all these out to put them into my scrapbooks, I'm probably going to have a bigger smile on my face than I did then, because it reminds me that yes, 2016 was a bad year, but then looking back at all this, I've done a lot of stuff. I went abroad, I got to go to Jamaica, I got to go to Poland, I went to Rome with David, I nearly bought a house, I saw some rainbows get out of their shell, I raised a lot of money for charity, there's so much stuff I did, and actually thinking about it makes me think, oh yeah, 2016 wasn't that bad. So I'm really hoping 2017 is going to be so full and so happy that I'm not going to be able to I'm going to have like 6 jars. That's my aim. I want to have a super happy 2017. And yeah, so my thing for you really is that the year may have seemed bad to you, but probably wasn't as bad as you thought. If you try and look back and remember the happy stuff, you'll probably actually think of more happy events than sad events. If you do struggle to remember the happy stuff though, maybe start keeping like a jar or a diary or a little notebook, just something to remind yourself of all the happy stuff that's happened in the year, because when you look back on it, it does make you feel a lot better. Compliment people when you can, just be polite to people, because it can change someone's day and make a really big difference. If you can raise some money for charity and do something for charity, try and do your bit, because it makes you feel so better. Like if you can volunteering is the most rewarding experience ever. It's the best thing I've ever done, and I only did it like so I weren't at home alone when David was at work, and now I love it. Whenever I get the opportunity to do something for Gal Garden, I do it because I love it. Just take time for yourself as well. Like I said, reading books and completing games make me happy as well, because it shows I am taking some time to relax and do something myself. But I know this is a long video. I know it's probably a bit goobity-gar or whatever. It probably sounds quite gibberish to you guys, but I was excited to do this because I wanted to share to you guys that, and show to you that no matter how bad it seems, there is something positive there, and there is something that makes you happy. So this evening I'm probably gonna, because I need my empty jar to start filling up again, so this evening I'm probably going to stick all these and sort them all out and put them into their scrapbooks, and then means my jar is ready to start filling, and hopefully I can start putting things in quite quickly. So that's everything. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do put up around like a whole mixture of content. I have got a new schedule now, which I will show you at the end of this video. And that's everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the time of day is. I hope you're happy and smiling, because that is the most important thing. And I'll see you all at my next video. Goodbye.